Hey guys, Scott here. Today I was tagged on Twitter with a potential Knight counterplay. Knight is one of my most hated killers, and I don't just randomly pick killers to hate for no reason, like Skull Merchant Knight. I hate killers that basically give survivors no options in a chase. They just have to follow a predetermined flowchart of the thing to do, and then they just get hit anyway. Those are the types of killers that I hate, where there's very little survivor interaction. As killer, I never feel like I'm outplaying anybody. The game just gives me the hit, and I'm like, okay, that was boring. So those are the killers I hate, and that's the reason I hate them. From what I can see in this video, though, I am trying to be shown that Knight has a potential thing you can do. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening in this clip right now. Apparently, I have heard of this. I've never seen an actual example of it visually, so this is great. If you drop a pallet while you're being pursued by one of the guard will always patrol to the pallet first before hitting you. So they'll run by you to go touch the pallet, and then they'll go turn around. Now, this is important because one of the reasons that Knight has guaranteed hits in corners, especially, is that he just pincer attacks you. One guard goes one way, Knight goes the other way, you're guaranteed to be hit. There's nothing you can do about it. That's what I absolutely hate. And with this, you can sort of manipulate the AI a little bit. There's other things you can do, like out a window. You can force him to go through a window, but even then, a good Knight's going to play around it. It's not really a good thing to even try. But this allows you to manipulate the guard's AI and kind of not stop, but at least pause the pincer movement a little bit so the Knight doesn't really know what to do. Now, this is a double-edged sword because I want to share this. I hate going against Knight. I know Knight is one of the most hated killers in the game to go against, so I want to share this with other people, and by doing so, we actually have something that we can attempt versus Knight. It's clearly not intended, by the way, so not only might this get fixed, but it's not consistent, and it's something, though. It's something that you can attempt, because previously there's basically nothing you can do. If you're in a corner, you're just gonna get hit. But at least this is sort of something you can attempt, and it's cool, so I like that. It's sort of a counterplay option there, and so I actually really think this is neat. This was sent to me by a P100 Knight. My god, I didn't know that was possible. So obviously he knows what he's talking about in terms of Knight. But here's the double-edged sword. So more people will learn to use this, which is great. It allows you to manipulate the AI and potentially delay or even prevent a hit when a guard is chasing you, and that's awesome. The double-edged sword part is that when the Knight knows about this, it stops working again. For example, the only reason this works here is because the Knight just doesn't know about it. And so when he gets to the pallet, he sort of freezes. He just sort of stands in place because he's like, well, he's going to get hit. Let me just wait here because there's nothing else he can do. But once he realizes that, oh shit, he just patrolled to the pallet, he's just too far away now, which allows him to chain back to the banner, which allows him to get away. However, if the Knight were to know about this, all he would do is just basically sit right here, and there's nothing the survivor can do. If he goes down, the Knight can just drop down and cut him off. If the survivor goes right, cut him off. If he stays here, then the guard will just path back, because the Carnifex he chases for a long time, so he'll just hit them there. So the only reason this worked is because the Knight simply did not know about the AI manipulation, so that's the double-edged sword I'm talking about here. Knowing about it is great. It allows you to use it in a chase, which good. I hate going against Knight. Give us some more things that actually make the chases engaging. But at the same time, when a Knight knows about this now, the option's gone again, because he will just simply wait in the halfway point between your two connected loops and just wait for the guard to patrol back. So it's not really going to help you against killers that know what they're doing, but at the same time, against killers that don't know how to play Knight, which apparently is most of them, because most people just pick Knight because it's a very brainless thing that the game plays itself for you. So not to like shit on people for no reason. It's a very like casual killer where you don't have to learn much. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just kind of what it is. So yeah, it's good that people know about this, but it's also bad that the Knights would know about this, because then they can just simply counter it. But it's cool. It's still cool to see. I'm not like so stubborn that I just go, nope, there's no counterplay. If I see something, I'm going to show you guys. Like, I'm not going to like just, double down on it when I clearly see proof of something working. It's just, it only works if they don't also know about it. So try it. Try it until people learn. That's the best I can offer you right now. Try it until people learn about it, and you can probably save yourself some headache a couple of times. Now, there's also the complete other side of this, which is, it's obviously not intended. The developers have never mentioned anything like this whatsoever. This is not an intended mechanic. This is just some shitty, buggy AI happening. But should that be fixed? No, I don't think it should be fixed. I think that should remain, because it actually creates a thing a survivors can do to manipulate the chase in some way. And that's neat. So cool stuff. I'm glad I was shown this. It was something I heard about, but I'd never seen an example of. So thank you for showing me this. It's actually pretty enlightening. But yeah, I don't see this working against knights that actually know about it and can plan accordingly for it. So cool though.